All right. Welcome to Strawberry Farms Community Association, February 22nd. Call our meeting to order. We've got myself, Alice Fuller, I'm the current president. We've got Lindy, who is the chair of newsletter and advertising. Can you wave in the little one? And Wayne Meyer, who's our de facto landscaping chair, although he's not on the board. And by Zoom, we've got Officer Reed, and I'm pretty sure that's everybody. Is anyone else on Zoom that we can't see? Okay, great. So we're doing an experiment of recording our meeting tonight and sending it out. So maybe people will realize that we're not scary and that they can join us and it's fun and we just talk about the neighborhood. So I know that your shift is ending there, Officer Reed. So why don't you go first and give us any updates on the any incidents that might be going on in Strawberry Farms?
Sure. Feel free to share the stats I emailed you too.
Okay, great.
So for the week, bi-weekly from 2/9/22 to 2/21, we had a total of 90 violent crimes, and they also include motor vehicle thefts within that, which isn't a violent crime, but they just included. I did pull up on the Strawberry Farms area through LexisNexis, and you had one aggravated assault. It's covering the name of the road, but it's right off of Strawberry Farms Boulevard. And the last part, it might be Hardwood Lane. That sound familiar?
Harvest Lane?
Harvest Lane?
No.
It looks like wood.
Harvest Wood Lane?
It might be, I don't know, but it connects right to Strawberry Farms Boulevard.
Okay.
It's on the west side of the road.
Oh.
So that's
Yeah.
where that happened. And then you had
Okay.
a motor vehicle theft right off of Strawberry Farms as well. So your guys' area up there is doing quite well, which is real good. But they are getting down in Easton and off of Cassidy as well. The motor vehicle thefts are crazy. We've had 66 of them in that 2 weeks. That's just on 6th precinct. So that's extremely high for the area. It's supposed to be right around 15.3%. I'm sorry, 15.3 vehicles, not percent. And we're up at 66. So that's quite a bit of vehicles being stolen. And most of it is at Easton because people are still leaving their cars running. So
People are leaving cars running at Easton? I could understand
yes,
the house, but like,
yes. So 82% of the crimes during this filing period were all vehicle crimes. 62% are vehicle thefts. So it's a high number of vehicle thefts once again. So anybody have any questions for me?
what was the first item that was on the street that we couldn't figure out? It was out an assault?
Oh, that was aggravated assault. So
Okay.
somebody got assaulted that resulted in some serious physical harm, broken nose, broken finger, stitches, something like that.
And do we know if the people knew each other or if that was a,
Nope, it appears to be a drug deal gone bad. So that's all I know about that. It was cleared. So the person didn't want to prosecute. So make sure you get with me on the cleanups and, give me some notice there and we'll make sure I'll get out there with my cruiser and sit out there with you guys for some time.
Probably not till spring.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, absolutely. Anything I can do to help you all out.
Okay.
yeah, thank you very much. That's a
Did-
good resource.
Did you hear or have a report on anything about, well, maybe it was the assault. There was something in
You're like a
Strawberry Farms Park that I saw on Nextdoor. I'm trying to look it up now and see.
Down off of Watt Road. where the entrances park is down there at the end of Watt Road into Strawberry Farms Park. There was someone that was walking to work and they were shot in the leg, I believe. And then he walked home a half a mile and reported the crime. Is that what you were referring to?
Yeah, I think so.
It was on the news, so
Yeah,
do we have anything on that or?
Is that the same thing maybe that you were talking about? Because Harborough is a road that intersects with Strawberry Farms and also goes to the park.
it says, I can see it better now. It's Harvestwood Lane. Is that where it happened?
No, this was the one, I believe was down off of Watt Road. Looked like that's where it was at from the pictures on the news.
Okay.
I'm
Uh,
trying to pull it up now. Yeah, and then lots of reports of car theft on Nextdoor too, so that goes along with what you were saying about how many there have been.
When did the shooting occur?
Are you on next?
Okay,
door?
so 5 days ago, somebody posted the news story. So, and the man reported it. He was walking through Strawberry Farms Park around 7:10 p.m. to get to work when he was shot once in the leg. There's a link to the story.
Yeah.
February 16th, police said it appears to be a random shooting.
Okay. Yeah, that's different than the aggravated assault one then.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can look up on that one and get back
Okay.
with Alice and she can share the information.
About 7:10 p.m.
7:10 p.m.
There's 2 people who approached him from behind and shot him once in the leg.
Doesn't sound a
Sure.
little random to me.
The 2
Right.
people did not have any interaction with him and did not take anything from him, according to the victim. The man said he walked back to his home, which is about half a mile away from where he was shot, to call 911. And was taken to the hospital, was expected to be okay. And the police said the man did not know either of the people.
Today's day and age, no cell phone.
I know, I was like, he didn't have a cell phone to call 911?
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah, I'll check into that, see what I can dig up.
Okay, thanks. Is shot in the leg still kind of a known thing?
That could be aggravated assault as well.
But I
it's
mean,
just
people
physical
shoot
harm.
people in the leg, like, that's tends to be a gang related thing, yes?
I would, it's a retaliation shooting because, yeah, I mean, they're not trying to kill them, but they're trying to get their point across, yeah. But I'm gonna spend some time in the park down there this week and next week, and I've heard some stories from Chris Riley, how, you know, there's been a lot of drug deals going on down there. So I'll start doing that and see if we get any tags and stuff, and I can start to turn it over to narcotics. Okay.
Thanks. I mean, I'm through there a lot. I'm in the park a lot. Are you still running?
I don't run in the snow. So I got out yesterday, but I just stayed. I didn't go down to the park. I didn't go that far.
Okay, I've been in the park and
But-
it just, it just smells like weed on Martin Court all the time, and that's all. And that's not a big worry for me. I don't think anyone's gonna be motivated enough to get out of their car and chase me. But I haven't seen anything weird either in the morning or the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never.
Actually, I was there in the dark because I remember the light at the playground.
I had a question about the vehicles just in Strawberry Farms, just in our area. that were stolen? Are they usually in the morning when people are letting them warm up, or is this a different?
Different time of day. On our, go ahead.
I didn't know if they were actually breaking into them and stealing them, or if they're, busting windows, or if they're, using some type of Slim Jim or whatever they're doing. Are people leaving them unlocked or running or?
This group is either taking unlocked vehicles or they are actually busting the windows out. And they're looking at Kias and Hyundais. Those are the two major ones that they're taking right now. So, but you guys, like I said, when I pulled up the Lexus Nexus, you guys didn't have any car thefts in your area. Oh, you had one. I'm sorry, you did have one. And that was off of Forest Edge Drive. So that's the only one you guys had up in your area. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Anything else?
Hang on just a sec.
Somebody on next door said the random shooting was at Harvest Grove. So it could have been later determined it was aggravated assault, that they wouldn't have. I don't know. Maybe somebody's getting their stories mixed up. And it wasn't Harvest Grove. Never mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not a street still. Even Harvest Wood is not a street. All right, so
So,
we have one.
yeah, I was just looking to see if there was any other info on the shooting in the park, but that's all that. Anyone on Nextdoor posting the very reliable Nextdoor website. So no, that's all I had. For that.
All right. That's all we've got for you, officer. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
All
Thank
right.
you. Have a
Take
good
care.
night.
You too.
Wendy, you and I are 2/3 of the board. Do you want to pass the minutes from last time?
Sure.
Will you make a motion?
I'll make a
to Pass the
motion.
minutes, okay. I'll second. All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Aye. Motion carries. Minutes are passed.
Woohoo.
All right, reports. So, oh, hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay, oh, there you go. Hi.
Is that me? You guys talking to me? Sorry. I'm hiding here in my car at hockey practice. I'm Corey. I spoke with you, Alice, from Pals.
Oh, Corey from Pals.
good.
Yay.
Yay.
Just jumping on real quick. I didn't know if you wanted me to introduce myself or kind of, again, I know it's a little odd here. My son's at hockey practice, so I'm kind of hiding from everybody. I can just kind of keep it like quick 2 minutes of who I am. My name's, I've been talking to Alice here. My name's Corey O'Halleck. I am the compliance officer for PALS. I also am an attorney, so I do their legal work as well. We are at the end of Strawberry Farms, close to 161. We sit right next to, I think it's the emergency management building. What we do is we provide supports and services to adults with developmental disabilities. We do stuff in our building where we have individuals, we pick them up in our vans, we bring them in, teach them life skills. We have a vocab group that we teach how to get jobs, the interview process, and we help them get jobs with the ultimate goal of getting a job out in the community. We do in-home support as well. This year, at one point we used to try to take care of the islands on Strawberry Farms. We didn't do a great job at it, but we're gonna try to do it again this year and be better at it. I just jumped on the last couple years. And this was one thing that I wanted to start back up, be a better neighbor in the association. One interesting thing about PALS is the owner and all the management actually, when we were all in college, a lot of them lived on Springflower over there in Strawberry Farm. So we've been in Strawberry Farms for a very long time. This would have been back in like 2005, 2006. So we've been a part of the community for a really long time. I don't know that we were great members back then when we were all in college, but now we're all older and we've matured a little bit more. So I just wanted to jump on, introduce myself, kind of let you know what we do at there at the end of the street, and let you know that we are going to try to do the islands again with hopes of showing the association how great our people are. Maybe building that into something, maybe we can do even more stuff around the association. But I really just wanted to kind of introduce myself and what we do. Let you know we are a neighbor there. We have an art studio. We have some amazing artists. So just kind of like I said, we're a neighbor. We're a part of the association. We're buildings right in there. And we're just trying to kind of get back in there and build that relationship a little bit more.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, glad to have you.
Yes.
And I
Alright.
think, if the landscaping gets to be just like it's hard to pull it off, I mean, litter pickup is a huge help. And I think that's simpler. So, Wayne. you agree?
Absolutely. Yeah, anything you can do is great. And don't feel like you have to check with anybody to do anything. If you see something needs to be done, or you want to do something, or anybody that has ideas, that's, not too far radical, but I mean, please just, whatever makes the community looks awesome, or, do it. So.
No, we were talking
Yeah,
about
we've got,
litter pickup as well. So that would be great.
There's plenty of stuff to do. There's always an island somewhere that hasn't been touched, or at the entrance off of Sunbury Road, the trash down there. I've just seen people just throw stuff out the windows. It's like, I'd love to have a sign put up that says littering $5. I should have asked Officer Reed about that, but I don't know if he has to approve it, or if it has to go through city maintenance but anyway, anything you guys can do would be great. And I don't have a schedule. When I can get to it, that's when I do it. So.
Awesome. Well, I
Yeah.
plan on, like I said, I'm going to really push the group. We have a new coordinator to hopefully do a better job and be able to do the islands and the litter. And then, like I said, just build that to show you what our people can do, because there are some awesome people.
And during the week is fine. Just be careful of the traffic and everything, because, there's supposed to be traffic common devices. Like some of them have the little bumps, but some of them are just islands to help people. But I think it's more of an obstacle course, a challenge to go faster. So just be careful, whatever you're doing. Just have somebody watch out for the cars, or wear vest or something, because they do fly through there, I don't even know if it's residents living there, or if it's people just cutting through from 161 to, Sunbury to Morris or something. So I just don't know.
All right.
But,
Well, definitely thank you for that information, and you'll see us around. If you see us, please come over, because part of the other thing we try to do is just to advocate for our individuals, to make them more part of the community. They're a group of people who kind of get outcast at time. So if you see us out there doing stuff, come out and introduce yourself. I'm telling you, 5 minutes with our people, it'll change you. They're just amazing people.
Awesome.
awesome. Without, I know it looks like you got that art piece you were mentioning. When you come in, I'm sure you see, if you come into work, the little signs, like the garden signs with the pollinator garden.
Yeah.
Somebody just did that early. So if your people wanted to make like decorative signs for the traffic islands, pictures of nature or butterflies, like that'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. I will let them know, and then they can maybe take a look and see what's out there. And like I said, you'll be amazed. I'm amazed every day I go there.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
Thanks, Corey.
Thanks, Corey.
Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Great
Good
to
to
have
have
you.
you.
Nice meeting you.
All right. Nice meeting you guys. Thank you.
That was great.
Yeah. All right, so I'll leave that running in case anyone watches it later. All right, President's report. I went to the NCC meeting this month at
Do you have every month or once a quarter?
every month.
Oh, wow.
Yep, first Tuesday, 7 to 9. everyone's welcome. It's held, now it's thoroughly hybrid. It was on Zoom and then they moved it back to the, it's called Westerwood. It used to be called Friendship Village of Northland, but they renamed it and now it's called Westerwood. It's up like
So familiar.
behind like the bowling palace, basically like off of like Ponderosa and you go up till it
Yes.
ends. And then
Yep.
So, yeah, they have a huge meeting room in there and we use that room. But then lately we've been doing it hybrid because people, people were sick. And then we had a presentation from someone just explaining like that it's good to, the more people you can give access to your meeting, the more ways, then the better. So those meetings are available on Zoom too. And that was actually the topic of the last meeting was like how to have your civic associations be more successful in getting members and being more active online and stuff. So we're pretty good. Like we already have online membership available. We have a website available. Those were two of the things. They advocated having a Facebook page and a Facebook group. We only have a page, so a group makes sense. I can start that. And the one thing is he just, like the young man who spoke, he's the president of Clinton Estates Club, and he's been doing a lot of technology things. So he suggested recording the meetings and sending them out and posting them on Facebook and stuff. And then he said people actually watch. I find this hard to believe, but we'll see.
We're testing
But,
it out.
like people are making dinner or whatever. And then he also suggested just sending the link for membership out like all the time. Like every time he sends it to the big email list, like 5 people will pay the membership
Yeah.
fee. And it seems
You
a
do
little
that
crazy, like to just keep
10
doing
times,
it. But
yeah.
he's like, every time I do it, more people join. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, well, yeah, that's true. Sometimes you just see what's in your email and sometimes you don't see it. So
Sure.
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt anything. So that was a good discussion. And there were, let's see what was going on with the public safety report was similar to this one, just like people are leaving their cars running. Don't do that.
Because it's cold out. Yeah.
Not unlocked and running anyway. The library, there's the new library at Carl Road and they're doing a bunch of programming and a lot of like, if anyone needs help with anything, that library now has a bunch, they have so many more meeting rooms. Like it used to be, there was one meeting room that was always booked, but now they have, like the new library has just like more meeting rooms and books. And they're having different like agencies come in and just have office hours there. So like if you need to
cool.
apply for assistance with your utility bills, you can go in there on certain days and someone will be there to help you. So I'm sure they have that schedule on their website, but that's a cool place to go if you haven't been. And this was in there. There's a new gas station open on 161, which normally wouldn't be exciting, but it's a Sheetz gas station, and that's kind of exciting because
My
they have
husband
good food and good coffee.
loves Sheets. He's from Pennsylvania,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Sheets is like
From Pennsylvania.
all, yeah. So he's like diehard. Sheets is the best ever. And so he's gonna like be really excited.
Yeah, it's over
Sheets
at
there.
161 and 71. Like by where the
Okay, so
Walgreens used to
down.
be.
Gotcha.
And they actually had like they sent their CEO to the grand opening of the
Oh,
Sheetz on
wow.
161, like their national, like he flew there.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. Most of the
Okay.
time people don't really care about Northland very much. They had like a big party and they had like giveaways of Sheetz gift cards and they had a food
wow.
drive. They had already like hooked up with a local food pantry that they're going to donate there. Because they actually have quite a bit of fresh food
Yeah.
that spoils. So that was what I liked about it. Like I have a hard time finding a quick healthy snack on anywhere on 161. Like even if I go into like an
Right.
ethnic grocery store, it's still all like mixes and there's just like I can't get like a banana and a granola bar or a hard-boiled egg or something. And they had tons of stuff. They had like soup from Panera, like little salads and the thing with the fork in it,
Oh,
hard-boiled
nice.
eggs,
Yeah.
like the little thing with the nuts and the cheese cubes. It was like
Nice.
awesome. The only thing is it's a little bit like you have to go up to a computer to order your
Yes.
coffee or whatever. Like if you're just buying food, you just buy the food and you check out at the self
Right.
checkout. But if you're like ordering something,
If it's made to order,
you
yeah.
have to order it on one computer and then take your receipt and go to a different computer and scan
And
it and
pay.
pay, which is a little weird.
It is weird. Like they should
You
just have it
to
all.
pay for
Well, I
this
think
one.
it's because people will like order food and pick up, you know, a box of tissues or something, you know, like they'll get other things too. So I think that's why they do it that way, or they need gas.
Right, yeah.
Um,
I'm sure they have a
but-
good reason. to have
but
other
yeah,
stores,
but it's like weird. Yeah. You're like, wait, what do I do now?
yeah, I'm taking a piece of paper from one computer to another computer. But it was really, it's so like just clean and nice and big, and it's nice to see something good moving, and that's
Yeah.
like an asset. What else was from that meeting? I think those are the major highlights. The Business Association, the Northland Area Business Association is having a luncheon in March. It should be in person at the Columbus Grand Hotel and also on Zoom. And our guest will be council member Nick Bankston, who's one of the new council people. We like got the ward system, you know, they like expanded the city council and each person has a district. Councilmember Bankston is not our Northland city council person, but he has lived in Columbus his whole life and he has lots of fond memories of Northland and was just excited about some of the stuff we're doing. So he's gonna be our guest. And I think that was it for the president's report. Yeah, okay. How about you, Lindy? What's new in your
Not
area?
much because no one's gotten back to me. Like, all right, I don't know if we've been like blacklisted from like all the printing places. It's weird. Or if they're just really short staffed, or I don't know. It's kind of weird. But I'm gonna try some other places because I'm like, surely somebody is willing to do a newsletter or to just do a one-page mailer. I mean, that's really all we're looking at
Yeah.
now. Like would be a really small job.
Yeah,
And-
the Inkwell email has changed. So if you had like Dave Cooper's email at the Inkwell, he retired, but they didn't like redirect his email.
Okay,
It just goes nowhere now.
well, maybe that's part of it.
I think you can email quotes at inkwellcolumbus.com.
Quotes. Or I'm sure it's on their website too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was using all the emails I'd already from before. So I don't think I even went on to any website.
Was this for printing off the newsletter?
Mhm. So I'll try them.
We had someone from the neighborhood offer to do it until they found out there were 900 homes and then they rescinded their offer.
Well, and it's honestly, it's like 1,200 now.
Oh, okay. Because it probably mails to the apartments too. I'm probably not
It
counting
does
that.
the apartments, yep. So it was 900 for a long time and then now it's like, yeah, I think it was like 1,241 was the last count that we had. So
And I wonder if it's
Yes.
cheaper. I just went through like a mass mailing project with a client. So there's like the method where you print the thing and then you like pull a database of all the names and addresses. And then you like the printer like puts the labels on the envelopes for the
mhm.
things. There's also this thing called Every Door Direct, which you just give them the zip +4 and it doesn't have anybody's name on it. And they just send it. I don't know if it would make the postage. I don't think the postage is cheaper. I think it's just less cost to set it up because it's not as hard.
Because there's not.
But there's like
They're not
very
having to
specific
pull, right.
parameters, like the
Okay.
layout has to be like a very certain way. And that's why.
I'll
people,
get
I think, don't do
both.
it, but-
I'll get quotes for both options and see if one's better or cheaper.
Okay.
Because yeah, we could definitely do that with the,
Yeah,
the
it's just like a
mailer.
piece of paper folded in thirds, then you just leave space in a certain spot and like the post office prints on it.
Mhm. Well, and we did that we've done that before. But I don't think they pulled the addresses like from the zip code. I still gave them addresses, but they printed directly on the back of the newsletter
Okay.
instead of like a label. So that is like one less step of
Yeah,
like,
I'm not sure they even print
printing
the
on-
addresses. They just give it to the
Unbelievable.
carrier and say, put one in everybody's mailbox. Because it's just like the one carrier
right,
route.
so they wouldn't
gets-
even have to do addresses or anything,
Yeah,
yeah.
it just has like a permit number or something. I'm not sure. I've not actually successfully done it because I proposed doing it for this job and then we did it a different way. It was nightmarish for other reasons, because there was a return card. Ours doesn't have a return card this time.
Yep, they can sign up on the website or they can get an envelope and fill it out and put a stamp on it and put in the envelope. And the people who want to do it that way, do it. You know, I don't think it's prohibiting anyone from not signing up to not have a return envelope. So yeah, I mean, yeah, just to get our membership up, you know, it's like,
Yeah, because you're stuck because you can't print because we don't have enough money, because we don't have enough members, but we can't get them. We can't mail it out to the members if we don't have. yeah.
Yeah, and no one's responding back to me.
It's $20 a year.
It's a steal,
Strawberryfarms.org.
it's a steal.
Nora wrote the article about the flower lady, but was like worried about it because I don't know why. So that's why it's not on the website. But
Oh, sorry. I have a cold. It's just a cold.
it's okay.
I
Everything's just a
tested,
cold now.
we're good. Just a cold. But every time it's like anyone has a runny nose or a cough or anything, we're like, gotta test them just to make sure. It's like, oh yeah, there's still colds going around. Lots of other stuff.
Yeah, I guess like Westerville Schools is all of our neighborhoods. So in case anyone didn't see it, Westerville Schools is mask optional starting today,
Except on the bus.
except on the bus. And that's supposed to let up at the end of February or March. But, Wayne, do you have any updates on your areas that you pay attention to?
Do we have numbers for potholes, especially?
Oh
the-
my gosh, yeah.
the
It's
one that's-
potholes season.
There's a large pothole. I don't know if it's been filled yet or not, but there was a large one on Magnolia Blossom. At one, right there past
Oh, yeah.
one. It's someone actually put like a little, like a flag or something, cone or something out there, but it was like 4 feet long by about
Yes.
2 feet wide and about
And it's right
a
by
foot
the
and a half
island,
deep.
so it's hard to
Oh, you
not.
can hear the cars going through it and I go, there goes another flat tire. So
Oh,
I didn't know, do we have a number for potholes? I didn't. I didn't-
311. You can
Oh,
report it on
okay.
311.
Okay,
And you can also, if you like.
I'll
to
drive back
use-
that way and then I'll look and see and I can get on 3-1 for that. I'm sure it's already been done if maybe. they
Yeah, it
haven't
doesn't
gotten
hurt to
it.
do it a
It
bunch of times.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if you're using 311, you can also get the Columbus app and you can report 311 on there and then you can attach pictures and like mark where you are, which is handy. It seems like they respond better to the pictures because like
Oh.
our street sign was like somebody goes like shimmies up the pole and messes
Sure.
it up. And it
Uh-huh.
was like halfway down the pole and I sent in a picture and they fixed it like 3 days later. So,
Ooh, maybe that's the key then.
pictures. okay.
Pictures.
That's a good idea.
it's like the last screen, like you put in, you choose the thing
Yes.
you want, which is hard because it's never the word that you think it is. And then it'll like locate you and you confirm that that's the location and then it has a thing to attach a picture. And it's pretty decent. It's not the worst interface in the world.
Yeah, it's the potholes are so bad right now.
That one did not open back up yet. The one that there's always a
There-
pothole at the
When
entrance.
you
at the
turn
light.
in,
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Last time they fixed it, they must have done a good job because
Not yet.
that one used to like show
anyway.
up every year, just like
Right.
clockwork, like, oh, there's that giant pothole that's really hard to miss because you're turning and one of your wheels is gonna get it.
Right. Yes, I know that very pothole. I've hit it many times. Yeah, and it's held up together.
Also, 311, can we use that? There's been, when I do walking or whatever, and I go through the neighborhood and I see bulk pickup or whatever it is, trash or whatever it is out by the curb that hasn't been picked up in weeks, month, maybe even a month or so. Can we request somebody to do that? Maybe they don't know that they can have that picked up.
I think you cannot request bulk pickup for someone else, because I've tried to do that,
Okay,
but you can report like trash that shouldn't be there.
okay.
Yeah, you can report it.
I tried
I
to do
think
that,
it's
but you have
a
to, like,
violation,
confirm.
But not.
The bulk pickup, you have to like confirm that they send you some kind of confirmation, like.
Okay.
let's see, Submit a service report. Oh, bulk collection. So many guidelines. I agree. Well, maybe you can, but you have to say all the things that are, I mean, it's kind of a pain because you have to tell them all the things that are in there.
Okay.
Like 1 couch, 2
Well, I
open
think
yard
it's-
chairs.
I
mean,
think it's mostly boxes and just stuff that,
Oh, yeah, miscellaneous boxes
Yeah.
is a choice.
Okay,
You can just choose
good,
10
right.
of those. Yeah, you might be able to. For some reason, I thought you couldn't, but. What else is under trash? Trash debris along city street. Trash debris on private property. Schedule a bulk pickup.
Now, do you only get a certain number of bulk pickups per year, right? Before they charge you?
I don't know. I've never,
That's what my husband's longest schedules the bulk pickups, so that's what he said, but maybe. We should see. So that would maybe, if that were lease, then you might not want to, because you want to say yours, but
doesn't say anything about that.
it
Has a
doesn't.
list- A long list of prohibited items.
Scheduling
well,
those
like you
left
said,
and
we
right
can always
then.
take a picture and add it to the end.
Yeah,
Only the items you schedule online will be collected. Any additional items placed at the collection site will not be picked up. Did I tell you guys about my hero bulk, yard waste guy? Like the yard waste pickup that like totally went out of their way?
Yes.
and, like,
yes,
went up my
because it was
driveway?
like up, yes,
Yeah.
it was up by your garage and they like came up.
They did
got
that
it.
during the fall for me when I was at one of the islands, and they just stopped at one of the islands. Hey, you need us to take that because they seen the recycling bags. And they stopped by and just took it for me. So,
Whoa, that's what we're serving.
yeah, pulled right up. I didn't have to carry it, so it's nice. Yeah, they do a great job, recycling guys too.
You have other stuff on your list?
Nope, that was it.
Alright.
Have you heard from Monica?
No, she's on the
No, I just
reminder
wondered.
list.
Wondered how she's doing.
See if she gets something like a, report.
Oh, and food trucks, sorry for all the cancellations. It has not been me, the food trucks. I've just canceled. Sometimes I don't even know till like the day of. That's when I'm like, I have to like contact the street food finder people. I don't have it, like the food trucks direct contact info. Unless it's on their website or something. Sometimes I'll find it there and track them down that way, but yeah, they'll be scheduled and then I'll double check the schedule like before I post on Nextdoor or whatever, and then it'll like disappear. Like it's like we're no longer on the schedule. Great, can you just you have my information, you can contact me and tell me. But the last time it was really because of the meter snow
Yeah,
store, so.
yeah, that's true. That was the day that I just didn't even leave the house. For 2 or 3
So that was
days.
understandable, and she communicated very well,
Oh, good.
so I was like, great, but.
Okay, well, thanks for continuing to manage
So,
that.
yeah, and hopefully there will be less of that with spring and stuff, and this, business picks up, maybe it'll stick to the schedule.
Yeah, I see they were asking about that on the next.
You know what, I just saw it today, and I responded to
Yeah.
her today and said, yes, it's always the first Friday
Yeah.
of the
Except when
month,
they
so.
cancel.
Except when they cancel, and I'll post it here. So I don't even know the next one, because there wasn't, I get the schedule like emailed to me once a month, and there wasn't one scheduled for March. But my hunch is there probably is at this point. But the Street Food Finder website, I can't look that far ahead.
This sounds like a great system.
It's, yeah. Not so much. I could email the president. There's like president@streetviewfinder.com. I could email the president and say, hey, give me an updated schedule. But it'll probably show up there early next week, so. Okay. I'll be posting about it. Cool. So there is one scheduled for, we are supposed to have one next Friday, because that would be March 4th, right? It's the first Friday of the month.
Okay, we just don't know who it is.
We don't know
because
who
no
it
one's
is.
assigned themselves to it, or if they have, we can't
Well,
see that far.
they didn't a month ago. But they probably have at this point.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Okay, our next meeting is March 22nd. Same bat time, same bat place. Any other stuff for the good of the order? I declare the meeting adjourned. Thanks, everybody who might be watching. We appreciate you, and we hope that you are already a member. And if not, you can join online at strawberryfarms.org. And please come to our next meeting. Thanks.